Did you know that simple daily mistakes, not genetics, are the real reason most people never reach 85? Today, I'm exposing 7 hidden mistakes that silently steal years from your life, and the specific actions you can take starting today to add healthy years to your lifespan. And mistake number 5 is something 9 out of 10 seniors do every single day that doubles their risk of early death. Yet it's the easiest one to fix. Kenneth, a 72-year-old from Texas, watched his older brother pass away at 78 while he himself felt like he was heading down the same path. After his doctor identified 3 critical mistakes he was making daily, Kenneth made simple changes. At 84, he's healthier and more active than he was at 72. Mistake 1. Living a sedentary lifestyle. Are you sitting more than 6 hours a day without realizing how dangerous this seemingly harmless habit actually is? Research from the American Heart Association shows that prolonged sitting increases your mortality risk by 40%, and this risk exists independently of whether you exercise or not. Sitting for extended periods causes your metabolism to slow dramatically, your blood sugar regulation to deteriorate, and dangerous inflammation to build throughout your entire body. Your heart works less efficiently, your muscles weaken and atrophy, and your bones lose density at an accelerated rate. The consequences of a sedentary lifestyle extend far beyond what most people realize and affect virtually every system in your body. Your cardiovascular system weakens significantly, making heart attacks and strokes more likely. Your muscles deteriorate, leading to falls and loss of independence. Your digestive system slows down, causing numerous complications. Your mental health suffers as depression and anxiety increase. Most critically, your overall risk of premature death skyrockets with each additional hour you spend sitting. Studies tracking seniors over decades consistently show that those who sit the most die the youngest, regardless of other health factors. The solution is remarkably simple and requires no gym membership, special equipment, or athletic ability whatsoever. Stand up and move for just 5 minutes every single hour you're awake. Set alarms on your phone as reminders if needed. Walk around your home, do gentle stretches, march in place, or simply stand while doing tasks you normally sit for. If mobility is limited, do seated exercises like arm circles, leg lifts, or torso twists. The key is breaking up long sitting periods consistently throughout your day. Janice from Michigan started doing simple chair exercises every hour while watching television. Her energy levels doubled within just 3 weeks, and her doctor noted measurable improvements in her blood pressure and blood sugar. Set your first movement alarm right now before continuing this video, because every hour of uninterrupted sitting takes time off your life. Mistake 2. Suffering from social isolation. Do you spend most days without meaningful face-to-face interaction with other people? Harvard Medical School's longitudinal studies, which followed thousands of people for decades, revealed that chronic loneliness is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes daily and increases your mortality risk by 26%. Social isolation isn't just an emotional problem. It's a physical health crisis that affects your body at the cellular level. When you lack regular social connection, your immune system weakens dramatically. Your stress hormones remain chronically elevated. Your blood pressure increases, and inflammation damages your organs. Your brain actually shrinks faster when you're isolated, accelerating cognitive decline significantly. The health consequences of isolation are severe, measurable, and well documented by decades of medical research. Your immune system becomes less effective at fighting infections and diseases. Your risk of heart disease increases by 29%. Your stroke risk jumps by 32%. Depression and anxiety become more likely and more severe. Cognitive decline and dementia risk increase by 50%. Your body enters a chronic stress state that damages every organ system. Most people don't realize that human connection isn't a luxury. It's a biological necessity, as fundamental as food and water for maintaining health and extending lifespan. The solution requires deliberate action, but doesn't need to be complicated or expensive. Schedule at least one in-person social interaction every single week, without exception. Join a club, volunteer organization, religious group, or hobby class where you'll see the same people regularly. Commit to regular visits with neighbors or friends. Attend community events at your local library or senior center. The interaction must be face-to-face because phone calls and social media don't provide the same health benefits. After his wife passed, Leonard joined a woodworking group that met twice weekly. His depression lifted completely within 2 months, and his annual physical showed dramatic improvements in multiple health markers his doctor directly attributed to ending his isolation. Make one concrete social plan for this week before the day ends, because loneliness is literally killing you. Mistake 3. Skipping preventive health screenings. When was the last time you had a complete comprehensive health screening that went beyond just a basic checkup? The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that regular preventive screenings can detect cancers, heart disease, and diabetes early enough to add 5 to 10 years to your life expectancy. Most deadly diseases develop silently over years without causing any symptoms until they reach advanced stages. By the time you feel sick, treatment options become limited and far less effective. Screenings catch these silent killers when they're still manageable and often completely curable. The consequences of avoiding screenings are devastating and completely preventable with simple tests. Silent killers like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, colon cancer, breast cancer, osteoporosis, and diabetes progress undetected, destroying your organs and shortening your life. Colon cancer, which is nearly 100% curable when caught early, becomes fatal when found late. Heart disease builds for decades before causing the heart attack that kills you. Diabetes silently damages your kidneys, eyes, nerves, and blood vessels. Osteoporosis weakens your bones until a simple fall causes fractures that end your independence. All of these conditions can be detected and managed effectively if caught early through routine screening. The solution is straightforward and covered by Medicare for most necessary screenings. Schedule annual comprehensive physicals with complete blood work. Get colonoscopies as recommended by your doctor, typically every 10 years if results are normal. Women need regular mammograms and bone density tests. Men need prostate screenings, as advised by their doctor. Everyone needs regular blood pressure checks, cholesterol panels, diabetes screening, and eye exams. Keep a health calendar noting when each screening is due. Stanley from Indiana avoided doctors for 5 years, insisting he felt fine. When severe symptoms finally forced a visit, doctors found stage 3 colon cancer that would have been caught and easily treated if he'd gotten his recommended colonoscopy. His prognosis would have been completely different with early detection. Call your doctor's office tomorrow morning and book every screening you've been postponing, because early detection is the difference between life and death. Mistake 4. Chronic sleep deprivation. Are you consistently sleeping less than 7 hours per night and dismissing it as normal for your age? Johns Hopkins sleep researchers have proven through extensive studies that seniors who sleep less than 7 hours nightly have a 12% higher mortality rate and experience significantly accelerated cognitive decline. Sleep isn't downtime. It's when your body performs critical maintenance and repair work. During sleep, your brain clears toxic waste products that cause dementia, your immune system strengthens, your heart and blood vessels repair damage, and your body regulates crucial hormones. Cutting sleep short interrupts these essential processes. The consequences of chronic sleep deprivation accumulate over time and affect virtually every aspect of your health. Poor sleep destroys immune function, making you more susceptible to infections and cancer. It increases dangerous inflammation throughout your entire body. Your risk of heart disease increases by 48%. Stroke risk jumps by 15%. Type 2 diabetes becomes more likely as your blood sugar regulation deteriorates. Your balance worsens, increasing fall risk. Memory problems accelerate rapidly. Depression and anxiety increase. Your body remains in a stressed state that damages organs. Most critically, inadequate sleep shortens telomeres, the protective caps on your chromosomes that determine how long you live. The solution requires commitment to treating sleep as the health priority it truly is. Create a consistent sleep schedule by going to bed and waking at exactly the same time every single day, including weekends. Keep your bedroom cool, between 60 and 67 degrees, completely dark and quiet. Avoid all screens for at least 1 hour before bed because the blue light disrupts your natural sleep hormones. Limit caffeine after 2 p.m. Avoid large meals and alcohol close to bedtime. If you wake frequently to use the bathroom, stop drinking fluids 2 hours before bed. After decades of getting only 5 hours of sleep nightly, Beverly established a strict 10 p.m. bedtime routine with no exceptions. Her blood pressure normalized completely within 6 weeks without any other changes whatsoever, and her doctor was amazed by the transformation. Tonight, commit to a minimum 7-hour sleep schedule starting with your new bedtime because sleep deprivation is aging you rapidly. Mistake 5. Chronic dehydration. Are you waiting until you feel thirsty to drink water, not realizing your thirst mechanism becomes less reliable with age? The Mayo Clinic warns that chronic mild dehydration in seniors impairs kidney function significantly, causes dangerous blood pressure drops that lead to falls and injuries, and increases fall risk by 30%. As you age, your body's ability to sense thirst diminishes dramatically, meaning you can be seriously dehydrated without feeling thirsty at all. Your body is approximately 60% water, and every single cellular process requires adequate hydration to function properly. The consequences of chronic dehydration are serious, widespread, and often mistaken for normal aging. Your kidneys work harder and sustain damage that becomes permanent over time. Your blood thickens, increasing stroke and heart attack risk substantially. Your brain shrinks temporarily, impairing cognitive function, memory, and concentration. You experience more frequent urinary tract infections. Constipation becomes chronic and uncomfortable. Your skin loses elasticity and heals slowly. Your joints hurt more because cartilage needs water for cushioning. You feel constantly fatigued because your blood carries less oxygen. Dangerous electrolyte imbalances occur. Most concerning, severe dehydration causes confusion, dangerous falls, and can lead to hospitalization or death. The solution is simple, specific, and easy to implement immediately. Drink 1 full 8-ounce glass of water every 2 waking hours without waiting to feel thirsty. Keep a filled water bottle visible on your counter, table, or wherever you spend time as a constant reminder. Set phone alarms every 2 hours to prompt you. Drink a full glass when you wake up with each meal and before bed. If plain water is unappealing, add lemon or drink herbal tea. Track your intake with marks on a piece of paper to ensure you're drinking enough. Arthur from Nevada dismissed his constant fatigue, dizziness, and confusion as inevitable aging until his doctor identified severe chronic dehydration during a hospital visit for a fall. Proper hydration restored his energy, mental clarity, and balance completely within 1 week. Go get a full glass of water right now and set a 2-hour reminder to drink your next one, because dehydration is damaging your body this very moment. Mistake 6. Ignoring dental health. Do you skip regular dental cleanings or ignore bleeding gums, thinking dental health doesn't affect your overall health? Harvard School of Dental Medicine research conclusively links gum disease to a 20 to 30% increased risk of heart attack and stroke through systemic inflammation. The bacteria that cause gum disease don't stay in your mouth. They enter your bloodstream every time your gums bleed, traveling throughout your body and causing widespread damage. Your mouth is the gateway to your entire body, and oral infections have far-reaching consequences most people never connect to their teeth. The consequences of poor dental health extend far beyond tooth loss and affect your cardiovascular system directly. Bacteria from infected gums enter your bloodstream constantly, creating chronic inflammation that damages artery walls and contributes to plaque buildup. This arterial damage leads directly to heart attacks and strokes. Gum disease increases your risk of respiratory infections. It worsens diabetes control significantly. It's linked to kidney disease, rheumatoid arthritis, and certain cancers. The chronic inflammation from dental disease accelerates aging throughout your entire body. Tooth loss itself leads to poor nutrition because you can't chew healthy foods properly, creating a cascade of additional health problems. Poor dental health is also linked to increased dementia risk through both inflammation and bacteria that can reach the brain. The solution is straightforward, affordable, and absolutely essential for longevity. Visit your dentist every 6 months without exception for professional cleanings and examinations. Brush your teeth thoroughly twice daily for 2 full minutes each time. Floss once daily without skipping, even if your gums bleed initially. Bleeding indicates infection that flossing will eventually resolve. Use an antiseptic mouthwash daily. Replace your toothbrush every 3 months. If you notice bleeding, swelling, or pain, see your dentist immediately rather than waiting. Clarence from Oregon ignored his bleeding gums for over 2 years, dismissing it as normal. His cardiologist later identified oral bacteria as a major contributor to his severe arterial blockages, requiring surgical intervention that could have been completely prevented. Schedule your dental cleaning this week if you haven't been within the past 6 months, because your mouth health determines your heart health. Mistake 7. Never challenging your brain. Do you stick to the same comfortable routines day after day and avoid learning anything new or mentally challenging? Studies from the National Institute on Aging prove that regular cognitive engagement reduces dementia risk by 35% and adds quality years to life by keeping your brain functioning at higher levels for longer. Your brain operates on a use it or lose it principle. Neural connections that aren't regularly activated actually disappear. When you stop challenging your mind with new information and skills, your cognitive reserve depletes rapidly, leaving you vulnerable to dementia and severe mental decline. The consequences of mental stagnation are severe and accelerate the aging process dramatically. Your brain literally atrophies and shrinks when not regularly challenged with new learning. Neural connections break down and aren't replaced. Dementia risk increases substantially. Memory problems worsen at an accelerated rate. Processing speed slows dramatically. Problem-solving abilities decline. Mental flexibility disappears, making it harder to adapt to any changes in your life. Depression becomes more likely as mental stimulation decreases. Most critically, cognitive decline robs you of independence, quality of life, and ultimately shortens your lifespan significantly. The good news is this decline is largely preventable through regular mental challenge. The solution requires commitment, but can be enjoyable and doesn't need to be expensive or time-consuming. Learn one genuinely new skill every month that truly challenges your thinking and takes you outside your comfort zone. Download a language learning app and practice 15 minutes daily. Learn to play a musical instrument. Take up a new craft like knitting, woodworking, or painting. Learn to use new technology. Take online courses on subjects you've always found interesting. Do crossword puzzles or Sudoku daily. The key is that it must be new and challenging. Repeating activities you've already mastered doesn't create the same benefits. At 76 years old, Evelyn from Wisconsin started learning Spanish using a free phone app for just 15 minutes each day. Within 3 months, her memory improved so noticeably that her adult children were genuinely amazed by the change. Choose one new skill to start learning today and commit to 15 minutes of daily practice, because an active brain is your best insurance against dementia. The empowering truth is that reaching 85 and beyond isn't about luck or genetics for most people. It's about making informed daily choices. Every single mistake we discussed today is completely within your control to fix starting right now. You don't need expensive treatments, radical life changes, or special resources. Simple, consistent actions beginning today can add healthy, active years to your life. The difference between those who die before 85 and those who live vibrant lives into their 90s often comes down to these exact 7 mistakes. Your future self is counting on the choices you make in this moment. If this video revealed mistakes you're currently making, you're not alone. But now you have the knowledge to change your trajectory completely. Leave a comment telling me which mistake you're fixing first, so your commitment can inspire other seniors watching right now. Hit that like button if this information could genuinely add years to your life. And subscribe for more evidence-based health advice designed specifically for our generation. Share this video with friends your age, because helping someone avoid these mistakes might literally save their life. The choices you make today determine whether you're here and thriving at 85, 90, or beyond.